What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, November 9th, 7:30 a.m. Crazy day yesterday. Unreal. Like, this year has been brutal with the market events that has happened. We haven't seen these things in the entire history of the cryptocurrency market. I mean, there was Mt. Gox and everything like that. But I mean, like, it's been some years now, and the market's really, I mean, should have already matured by now, and kind of this, like, we've seen multiple exchanges be insolvent, go down, lock customer funds. We've seen coins that were in the top 10 drop down to zero and overnight. It's been nuts, absolutely nuts. So we deserve the most after the dust settles and we ultimately see these price explosions that we're expecting. So that's the key here. As much as crypto can offer this opportunity to give you this financial freedom and give you money opportunities and multiplying your money in extraordinary ways, but there's a price to pay for that. You got to deal with all this stuff. So that's the thing. It's like, the more money you put into the right coins, you can have a huge reward, but can you stomach everything in between it? And that's the thing. You got to find out what your risk tolerance is. But personally, I'm very risky, and the amount of research and stuff that I've done over the years and seen, it's like, all right, I know at the end of the day, these things are going to be at a certain place that we can't even fathom. So whatever happens in the day to day and all this stuff is just noise at the end of the day. It's process of elimination, survival of the fittest. And I believe the coins that we cover and the coins that we hold are destined to make it to the end of this. But crazy times though, living in it. So now let's go to the Bitcoin chart. We're going to pull up the dollar. We had the super blood moon yesterday, plus the midterm elections for the United States. And let's actually pull up the 4 seasons, 4 phases. We got a new moon coming in. So that was with the blood moon. And you can even see that, like, usually when the new moons come in, like close to a bottom here, this was actually a top. So it signals the market kind of shifts and kind of change of directions and stuff like that. And so us being with the new moon that came in, a pretty intense one, then some of these events already panned out. They're kind of working themselves out, waiting the dust to settle. And it seems like, all right, we could be getting close to a bottom, but we can't discount the fact that we're sitting on a thread right now. I mean, we're literally at the low that we touched back in June 13th, and now it's almost November 13th. So we're talking about, it's been 5 months since we touched this level. We actually went a little bit below it. So very critical level to hold, 17,580, maybe like 17,500 at the very lowest. But anything below that, I mean, this is where we could go. So let's check it out. Let me hide this in the 4 seasons. All right, so let's look at it raw here. So let's put this low to this high, stretch it out. We couldn't hold. So if we can't hold where we're at right now, basically, 17,515. If we close the daily body candle below that, then we could very well go to $14,000. And it seems like, oh, that's a huge move. For Bitcoin, it may be like 10, 20%. I mean, we have so much more opportunity to the upside than I believe that we do to the downside. I don't think we're going to see like 10K, 6K, 5K. And like, unless there's a massive black swan that is even hidden under this kind of black swan 2.0. But that remains to be unseen, but I'll be on top of it. But yeah, so 14K is one of those critical levels that if we put that horizontal line there, or maybe a little bit below it, like it could be like 12.5 to 14K, that zone. That's about, from where we're at right now, like a 20% move down for Bitcoin. If that happens, I want to see altcoins not over sell off more than Bitcoin. I would like to see the Bitcoin dominance stay stable around that time, or maybe even go down. I wouldn't want to see Bitcoin dominance go up while at the same time as seeing the Bitcoin price slam down 20%, because then we're talking like 30-40% drawdowns on top of what we're already at right now for the altcoins. So we definitely, if that scenario presents itself, we need to take a look at Bitcoin dominance to see how it's reacting. So let's see where it's at. 3-day chart. We could be seeing some momentum building here, guys. We could be seeing it. We're seeing the cross up, stock RSI on the daily, the TSI MACD all at the same time. Pink's crossing in, blue's crossing down. For the time being, yep, we do see some bullish momentum with the Bitcoin dominance, but we're still below the EMA ribbon and it's flipped bearish. So this could very well be a rejection right here. Let me pull it up. So 41.5% to 41% to 41.5% Bitcoin dominance. I want to see the rejection at that point. And then it would take this high to this low. And then you can see that's kind of like right where our 786 to 702 is. So that's where we need to see rejection at that point. If not 42%, if we break above that, we're likely selling off with Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin dominance is going up, and then altcoins are selling off more. But let's hope that's not the case, because we need to see on the 6 hour, 4 hour, we'll go down to the lower time frames to see if we're anywhere close to turning around here, or if we're looking like we have some more downside right now. So if we pull up this void lines, it's kind of like the Bollinger Bands, but I like how it has the colors here. It's kind of outlines the fractal patterns along with the Bollinger Bands type of thing. And right now what we're seeing, this is a 30-minute chart. Yep. I'm going to put this alert down over here, because you can see we came down to it initially when we sold off around 2 o'clock yesterday. And then we had a quick buyback. And this is what you usually see. Whenever you have like a slam down like that, you usually see an immediate buyback up to like the halfway point, and then you come back down, retest it, and then you have like scary candles here where like the candles are actually closing like where this wick is, and then we kind of springboard up out of here, and then we come back up, and then at this point it's like, all right, are we going to break up here and continue to try to get out of here, or is this going to be like a fake breakdown to fake break up to actually legit breakdown? That's what we need to watch for the scenario. As far as the short term with Bitcoin, it's likely going to happen over the next couple hours here, maybe by like noon today. We should be up at this zone if this is going to start rallying right now. But yeah, that's what we need to watch. Now, if we're going to like the 4 hour chart, 2 hour chart. So 2 hour chart, we're above the median line of the stock RSI, but we are crossed down. That's fine though, because we have an hour and 20 minutes left for that candle to close. You can see that this wick came down. So that wick right down to it. The void lines was acting as like a support lower band, where immediately when it touched it, got bought back up. Body of the candle closed with this one. So that looks good. That this has like the signs of a bottom candle forming. So if we go to the 1 hour chart, you can see we do have this trend line pulling down on the 1 hour that we're finding some resistance at. So if we go down to the 30-minute, you can see. So if we could get above 18,236 to 18,250, if we can get above there, that's starting to look like a good sign. I want to see us hold there as support, but ultimately get above 18,500, hold there as support. That would get us above on the 30-minute chart. The 50 moving average and the EMA ribbon can come up here, hold as support, try to work our way up to this 200 moving average on the 30-minute. And then at that point, that's where we're looking at as far as that being the fake. So the fake breakdown, fake break up to legit breakdown, or pull back to go up and get back to where we're at before. It's going to be an interesting day. I definitely believe the narratives and the news that's announced all throughout the day on this scenario is going to play a role in the price action. We did say in the Discord, if you haven't already seen it yet, go join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. We're keeping people updated real time with the moves playing out, the levels to hold. Let me actually see. Yeah, so we're keeping people updated in here real time on the 7th. That was 2 days ago. It was at night. We're saying that the blood moon was right. Stocks in here, 100%, 44 cents is very important level to hold. That was back at these levels up here. If we go to XRP, we're talking about that 44.5 cent level for a long time now, key level to hold. That if we broke it, and if you can go to the past market updates here, we're saying if we broke the 44.5 level, that was the level that if we didn't hold and we broke below, we got rejected by and saw momentum building up with a narrative that we were going to slam down, and the first stop would be 42 to 40 cents. And if we broke that, we're going to go to 38 to 36 cents. We actually overshot and went to 33 cents, but 2-hour chart, you can see it a little closer. That's exactly what played out. So we're tracking this. So this is the thought process that goes into it. If we take this low to this high, we stretch it out. All right, we're pulling back here, right? We want to see us hold the 702 to 786. If we don't hold that, it's looking like more of a breakdown, right? So at this point, all right, we're getting a little nervous. But we have that 44.5 cent level sitting there, but we broke down below it. And then we started to chop around a little bit. And then if we go to the 4-hour chart, so it wasn't like, oh, we broke below it and then got right back above it. No, we were chopping down. Then we had the blue, the bearish rising above the bullish, and we had our momentum dying off. We're still below in this area here. We had the TSI crossing down with momentum, and we crossed down below the 0 line here, going into bearish territory. Plus we have this MACD that's just been on a slide down here in dark red, and the RSI with this trend line like this that's just been going down, and we're getting close to actually pressing up to it right now. It's looking like we're likely going to get a bounce out of here, but that doesn't mean we're not going to do something like this, come up to here, retest 40 to 41 cents, then pull back down again. So right now it does seem like, all right, we've already fallen enough. From like 50 cents to we've fallen like 30%, 33% in like a couple of days here. So what I think is we're going to have a reaction back up to the upside, probably go in the middle of this like here. So like probably around like 42, 44 cents. Hopefully we can get back up to there, and then we get up to there, come back down. If we can hold 40 and start building that base there, that's the ideal situation. But right now, I mean, like we're holding the 38 cents. We did say that was the target. We did say anything below 40 cents, we're going to be buying, and we actually did in real time over here. So we said definitely a real breakdown here. Watch the scenarios laid out. 42 cents has been tagged. Got to hold 37 to 38 cents next. Need to reclaim back above 44 cents in the coming hour. And then we did say over here, yeah, so we were saying here around 2:42 p.m. yesterday. Yep, normal for exchanges to lag up during times of volatility like this. XRP solid bounce so far. Scoops some up at 36 cents to 37 cents as well. Let's go. Fitzy here in the Discord scooped up some around 39.5 cents and a bunch at 37 cents. Now we're sitting at like 38 cents. So we definitely maybe set a stop loss around that 37 cent level. If we break that, maybe take a little bit off the table. But I do think, all right, we're gonna start heading up here. If we go to the 1-hour chart, you can see that we've already got a stock RSI hard cross up right now. The candle closed in 13 minutes. MACD starting to go green. TSI starting to cross. RSI is popping up here. We have this trend line on the shorter term. If we go to a 30-minute, you can see the trend line's trying to break out right now. That will likely retest that 40 cent level where the 50 moving average is, where we got rejected right here at that point. So that's going to be a big test right there as well too. If we grab this top to this low, we stretch it out. That's perfectly in line with the 786. So 40 cents is definitely a level we want to get above. And we definitely don't want to break these previous lows here around 36 cents. And then if we go to the 2-hour chart, we're starting to see the stock RSI trying to pull up here. TSI is looking like it's about to cross. Yeah, it's looking like it's coming in. So you see it's coming in here, but we can't get tricked out by the fake out. So that's what we got to watch for. That is, we got to see a true cross. We don't want to see it pull up here and not cross at all and pull back down. That's what we need to see, a true cross. I think we're going to get it. It's looking like it with the candle right now. If we go to the 3-hour chart, we're seeing that we're oversold on like multiple time frames. That's what we like to see. And then if the lower time frames start to cross up, now we're starting to see the momentum build on the smaller time scales, which then reflect to the medium time scales, which overall reflect to the higher time scales. So that's how we can get a gauge as to whether, that's why we're looking at the more intricate short-term stuff today. Usually I like to take a big picture, but right now we're at a big picture level. So we need to go into the micro to see, all right, are we going to hold this thing or are we going to break through the floor? So yeah, so we're at 38 cents. Right now, we're seeing 6-hour chart, but that candle just closed, so I'm not going to cover that. 4-hour chart, candle closed as well too. Yeah, so let me go to the Bitcoin chart again, and we're trying to pop above 18,000 right now. It looks like we're going to get it. Yeah, so we're trying to get above. Definitely want to get above that 18,000 like $500 level. If I grab this top to this bottom, yeah, that would put us above the 786, above the median line and the void lines. If we get above there, that would make me feel a little bit better. I don't want to hang out at these lows for a while, because then it's likely we're just waiting for this EMA ribbon to come down and just push us down. So that's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see this EMA ribbon just come down here and just keep pushing us down and applying that pressure. We want to see a breakthrough of these trend lines, a break above the EMA ribbon to then pull back down, see the EMA ribbon curl up, hold it as support and start kind of converging here to then see what the decision is going to be next. We don't want to just keep seeing this go like that, because that may not spell good news, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it. Stock market opens at like 9:30. So we just got to kind of see how the stock market opens up today. If we look at the dollar, we can see it's at 109.94. And it seems like it's trying to get a pop up here and get a recovery. You can see the 4-hour stock RSI pulling up, vertical, MACD closing in, TSI closing in, RSI kind of breaking out of this short-term trend line that we're getting rejected by just a couple times though. But yeah, so, and we do have the bearish momentum on top though. But we did have the bearish momentum on top here. And then we kind of rallied up. So if this thing starts to pull down, make a lower low than this point, just like it did over here, and we get through this median line with the blue line, then it's likely the dollar is going to come back up, probably retest 112.33. Yeah, if we have this momentum on the 4-hour, pull up here, in the 6-hour, it's pulling up here. If we get through that 50 line in the 6-hour, yeah, we're definitely gonna retest 112 to 113 again, and we got to get rejected by that level 100%. Yeah, so I'm gonna be glued to the chart today. I'll be glued to the Discord as well too. If you're not already in the Discord, you guys got to join the Discord, because there's so many different platforms to keep everybody updated with it. It's tough. So one consolidated platform, Discord. We have the buy and sell alerts in here as well too, the automated ones. And then I'm going to follow up with things that I'm doing throughout the day as well too, as you can see through this kind of dialogue here. So just definitely stay safe. I'd say withdraw your assets from exchanges. It's definitely not the time to be caught with your pants down. You don't want to be unprepared right now. Yeah, when we saw how this stuff went down a couple months ago, like some Celsius, I believe. Oh yeah, no, Celsius went down, and then people still kept their money hanging around Voyager for a bit. Everything was business as usual. Then all of a sudden, Voyager went down. So now's not the time to be like, oh, it's over with. Nah, we still got to maintain vigilant. I feel like I got that Luna trauma from a couple months ago. That was crazy. but who knows what's on the horizon. All I know is the grand finale is very, very close, and maybe this is the beginning of it. So if you haven't already, link in the bio, go to stargate-ventures.com, get your free crypto masterclass accelerator. Because in times like these, if you're just holding, right, then just buy the dip and get educated. Free crypto masterclass accelerator. It's going to give you the tools that you need to understand where we were in the past as far as the financial system goes, investment opportunities and cycles, and the internet of information to the internet of value to the future plumbing of our financial system, and understanding the opportunity of that and how you can capitalize on that and be prepared for this grand finale coming up and be on the right side of it and execute on it. So if you haven't already, link in the bio, Crypto Masterclass Accelerator, but especially click the link and get in the Discord so you can stay updated today in real time. So I will see you guys in the Discord. I'll be in there all day. Any questions, just shoot them through and I'll get to answering them. So see you there.